Welcome back. It's BlackMenVent. BlackMenVent.com, brought to you in part by Intellectual Radio. Feed your brain. What's up? What's up, everybody? The sky is green. The sky is so green. Let me tell you, it's so green that you've never seen the sky like this. Let me tell you. Just because you say it, does that mean it's true?
Yeah, if you shooting on like the Cheech and Chong movie section, yeah, it would be true.
So, yo, we got Big Country here with us. What's up, dog?
Shut right. It's, rough week.
Really, man, just like 2-3 rough weeks in a row, man.
I mean, well, people for whatever reason don't know how to drive in the snow that lived in the snow for their whole life.
Their whole life.
So, all the wrecked cars, it's a lot of wrecked cars. So
I heard it was like 80. I was out of town last week, but I heard it was like 80 accidents one month.
It was more than that. We've been getting like 200 cars in a day.
Dang.
And we still a month behind.
Dang.
And then when the snow hit in a couple of days, it's gonna make it worse.
Why do we live here, man?
So I'm about to get them checks on top of them checks.
Checks on checks on checks.
Checks on checks.
Yo, what up? And this is Mr. Legend. Come here to bring you BlackMenVentTV. Tonight in the news, I gotta make my own sound.
I'm slow. I'm slow on the sound effect.
Gotta make my own sound.
I'm slow on the sound effect.
Dun, 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 dun. See, that's better than
that's like Ron Burgundy's.
Yo, it's Black History Month.
Don't tell nobody.
How you feel about that, man?
I just like Morgan Freeman. I don't want one.
You don't want a Black History Month?
Nope.
Why, man?
For what?
I don't know. Why have they had it?
To calm down black folks.
You think so?
Yeah. Anything that
satiate.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a group of black folks and that's fussing about whatever, just give them a little bit of something. They'll go somewhere and calm down.
Yeah.
They won't fight the whole fight all the way through. They'll go somewhere and chill out and calm down.
Do you remember Black History Month in school?
Yeah, I remember.
Some of the people that they taught us about.
Yeah, my paper was on Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey.
Mm-hmm. Most people don't even know about Marcus Garvey, and they don't even teach that no more. Black history no more.
Are you serious?
No, that's gone. It's been gone for the past 10 years, I think.
My thing about it is that it's not really. I think us as a people, we need to make up our mind. Do we want to be included or do we want to be segregated? Because when you say Black history, that's just Black people, but it's a part of American history.
Right. That's the same way Morgan Freeman put it. He said he don't want a Black history month. He said Black history is part of American history. So if you're gonna teach history, it should be included.
It's not an Irish history month, is it?
There ain't no Irish history month. There ain't no Italian history month. There ain't no Lithuanian history month. Just calm the black folks down, give them what they want so they be quiet.
I don't know. I think it's that because we're Black, that is Black history is something special to us. And the plight from going to slave to a president has been a story.
It's like, yeah, you're correct. But it's like, I look at it like, okay, I can't walk. I went and fought a war. Now I got my legs gone. And you are the government, you have the ability to give me legs, and you be like, just give him a wheelchair, he'll be okay. He'll stop fussing. It's kind of like that. Why I don't want a Black History Month, because fight it all the way through. Black folks, if you really want it, fight all the way through and get everything. The reparations that Black folks are supposed to get that.
We ain't seeing no reparations.
No. They give everybody else reparations. You come from a third world country and you can come over here and get full education for free. They give you loans out the wazoo. It's just, if you're gonna fight for it all the way. Most Black people don't even know that. When did we lose our rights? For a couple minutes. What was that, 2008?
I don't know. They renew it like every year.
But
it seemed like.
But and I was trying to talk with some people about that. I'm like, and they didn't know. It's a couple of young dudes. I'm like, do you know we still ain't considered to be like human by law?
I don't. I hear people saying that too. I gotta look that because it's some people out there that love to tell you some stuff that you don't know, but we don't have time to look it up to verify it. So we be like, okay, it rhymes, so it must be true. You know what I'm saying? So I just okay, bro. Okay, I'll look that up.
And
But
you see how people been going crazy over the movie premiere of
Black Panther. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be special.
It's
That's gonna be special. No, it should be. You know what? I'm hoping it's gonna be like Wonder Woman. I still haven't seen Wonder Woman, but I thought it
excellent.
was.
I thought it was excellent.
Yeah, and I thought it was gonna be some women's empowerment movie because that's what Wonder Woman really stood for all these years.
Well, I mean,
but it was. I heard it wasn't. I heard it was just a good movie.
No, they didn't go too deep into that because the Amazonians, that's what they didn't know nothing about no men. They kind of look down upon men because they want an island with no men. So
yeah, I gotta check it out.
They talked about it for 2 seconds and they went right into the actual stuff. So
yeah. So, but Black History Month to me, man, I don't think a lot of the new black people, I'll call them the new black people, I don't think they care too much, man. The future fans,
man, they don't. Please, you can't even tell them to stop.
Young Thug fans, drill rap fans.
Who's that on Vlad? Lord, Jamal was talking about. I guess 21 Savage said something.
21 Savage fans
said something about we did drugs too. So why y'all saying something about us?
That was a stupid exchange, man. I wish I could have.
It was. I wish I could have been involved.
Well, let me give a background. Well, they were saying that Vlad was saying that back in the day in old hip hop there was a drug culture, and so how they're hypocritical. The older dudes are hypocritical for being critical for today's drug culture. And Lord Jamal was sitting up there like, yo, we wasn't doing crack though. You know what I'm saying? They're doing hardcore addictive drugs and they're not telling you about the withdrawals of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's the thing.
And yeah. But they didn't get that point across. Y'all had to check that out. But Black History Month is a celebration of the glory of what we once were. Just a shadow, like people that bring out, I mean, we need to know where we've been to know where we're going. That's not just a cliche. It's so you people won't be rediscovering stuff that we already been through already. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just kind of tired of, like the pro-blackers and everybody. So we used to be queens, we used to be kings, we used to.
Yeah.
Now these people that we celebrate, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all these people that we celebrate this month, we don't have anybody now to relate to them to. You know what I'm saying?
No, somebody might throw an owl shop in there.
When somebody steps up, like Bill Cosby, they shoot him right on down. Anybody try to be the leader, they're gonna kill him. They're gonna find out what he did wrong, and they're gonna blast.
And Brother Dick Gregory, he gone now. So.
Yeah, I think that our ancestors are spinning in their graves right now because I promise they did not.
They ain't foresee this, no.
Yeah, they didn't foresee this, that things will get worse for us with our freedom. So, yo, did you get a chance to see the Trump State of the Union address?
Nope, I did not watch
the highlights.
I was going to watch the highlights because my dog, I knew he was going to say something very disrespectful, and I just wanted to catch
Trump. That's your dog,
man. He gangster, man. He's straight thug life. It's thug life. I'll just be waiting for the what else insulting that he is that he's going to say, and watch how people don't do nothing. This is absolutely nuts,
man.
Bill Clinton went and got serviced in a closet or one of the rooms of the White House and they kicked him out. This man is going bananas.
Let me give you some of the highlights.
Nothing's happening. I don't get it.
No, yeah, people all day, every day on Facebook are posting stuff. That I saw something today that said Trump was oligarchs or Russian mafia was laundering money through his Trump Towers in Russia. And I'm like, okay, so what somebody gonna do something? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all told us what we supposed to do now. Pick up the AK and go shoot with the AK.
Okay.
So let me give you some of the highlights, man. First of all, he said it was like 46 million. Don't quote me on that, viewers, but he said it was the highest viewed State of the Union address in presidential history. That was a lie. It was like number 6. And matter of fact, he didn't even clock more than his first speech, which they count as a State of the Union address. And remember, he was lying. He was lying about the inauguration parade, how it was the most ever, and we was looking on TV like, how, Sway? Ain't nobody there. Like you can see where the parade is taped off, but ain't no people there.
Mm-hmm.
And it came on TV. It was like, yeah, it was the most people ever. It was lit. It was busting out there. We was like, how, Sway? Like that's when I first realized that these people can say whatever they want to say.
Yep.
And nobody's gonna say anything.
Yep.
Everybody's just gonna roll with it, you know. So he also said that African American unemployment was down, the lowest it has ever been in recorded history.
I'm seriously.
But hey, surprise, surprise, this is true.
From when Bill was in office too?
Yes, everybody.
I don't believe that one.
Yeah, well, you know what the thing about unemployment is that they only count the people who are receiving unemployment. That's the trick about that.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know about that. So if you're getting an unemployment check, they count you as unemployed. If you exhaust your unemployment, then they don't count you anymore, even though you're still unemployed. One thing that blew me straight off the couch, he said that he's ramping up our nuclear arsenal.
Did he say that, really?
Yes, he said, hopefully we're not going to need it, but we're about to get modern. We're about to get more. I was like, never in my life have I heard a president or a leader start to, except the Axis powers, like Kim Jong-un. He was like, yeah, we ramping up our nuclear. Now he talking about it. I was like, this dude gonna kill us, man.
I don't really think, they still ain't seen that. I don't think they still even have a recent picture of him because he's been somewhere hiding probably. But
talking about Kim Jong.
Yeah, Kim Jong. And I don't understand nuclear. Whose idea? The powers that be. I don't know if they got like a Illuminati handbook or the powers that be handbook, but do they not? I mean, I want them to go back and look at everything they attempted to do that failed. You know, the majority of it worked. Yeah, y'all did a good job, but y'all tried to, like with the Tuskegee experiments. You like, okay, we're gonna give them these, the syphilis, and they're gonna kill off they're gonna have sex with they people. And then they didn't count on that there was gonna be some black dudes sleeping with their daughters and wives and stuff and all that stuff. You can't contain it. The same thing like with the AIDS virus. And
but the reason why that they have been downplaying nuclear missiles because once you press the button on one, everybody's gonna press, and it's the end of the world.
That's what I don't even understand why they exist. Because
exactly, when Clinton was in office,
nobody but the people that live off the reservation is prepared to live outside of this society that everybody has right now. Ain't nobody prepared for that.
Ready for that? No.
Ain't nobody prepared for that. I don't care how many resources. And then the other part that trips me out about it, the super elite, they have a plan in place for them. The people underneath them, you guys, you're going to be with us. There's no room for you. You're going to be with us. I'm going to be in your house eating your steaks and your whatever have yous, and chilling on your couch. Because everything else is blown up or whatever. But you're going to be out here with us. You out there serving these people, and they don't care. They're going to move and go get in the mountain somewhere, or the one place where they got the trucks running through the mountain or whatever, and be hiding there.
Yeah, they ready. The dog and the log cabin and the rifle.
Yeah, but if somebody drop a nuke, the steps of what will happen ain't gonna be nothing. You people will have to resort to eating
Rats.
subterranean animals, because those are probably the only things that would be able to survive. So yeah, rats.
All right, last up, Super Bowl. Who you got?
Super Bowl. I don't know. I just want a good game.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just a good game. I would like for New England to bite the dust so I can talk a lot of mess.
Another hater.
I'm not hating. I just want it just so I can mess with a bunch of people at work all day. Because ain't none of my team playing, people. So I don't care. It don't matter to me.
But you know, I've always been a Brady fan, man. But everybody hates Brady. I noticed that everybody hates the number one people, man. Like LeBron. I'm not gonna start that fight.
Please. We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that.
Did you hear the rumors LeBron talking about going to Golden State?
LeBron James is not going to no Golden State.
LeBron James.
He I don't know where he going. He gonna go somewhere and mess up another team. He messed up his team. Now he gonna go somewhere and mess up another team.
I don't know. He got rings, man. He can get it done.
Okay, Robert Horry got more rings than him, so Robert Horry better than
retired. So
he got more rings than LeBron, so he better, right?
LeBron's not done yet.
He ain't never gonna acquire as many
Robert
rings
Horry
as Robert
was like
Horry.
the sixth man on all them teams. He got the rings for.
Okay, but LeBron's supposed to be the great, right?
He started on all his teams that he got the rings.
But he's supposed to be the great.
He was the captain.
He's been in the league long enough to have as many rings as Robert Horry, but he don't have them.
He be by himself, man.
Oh, okay.
Except with Miami. Okay. All right, we're gonna quit. All right. Tonight we're gonna talk about enablers. Okay. Enablers are a person or people who encourages or enables negative or self-destructive behavior in another. So, some examples. If I say go ahead, smoke it, go ahead, drink it, it's okay. I'm enabling you. You know, even though those things might be detrimental to your health. Mm-hmm. Right? So I had the pleasure of being on He Said, She Said, Wanda B's show a couple weeks ago. And we got into an exchange where it was said that women are not accountable for the men that they choose. And that the men that they choose should not be bad men in the first place.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So that just drew me back because, you know, we've been doing the show for a very long time. So when we talk, we talking like from like episode 400 plus, like people been with us for a long time. But I also noticed that we're kind of reestablishing ourselves right now. So tonight we're going to talk about enablers and pretty much life 101, how it's supposed to go, because I noticed that a lot of people just don't have the basics.
I get you, but can I cut you off real quick? For real? That was somebody said that meant it?
Yeah. Here it is, man. It was like I was saying the women are the choosers. Mm-hmm. Okay, nothing happens. You can't be a father, you can't be a husband until they say yes, right?
They decide not to keep it, and you still have no say so.
Right. They decide whether they're gonna have a baby or not. They decide whether they're gonna be with you or not. Mm-hmm. They're gonna let you into their temple, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So
ain't no temple no more.
No,
motherfucking tents.
It's a gate.
Tents.
It's a chain link. But yeah. So I was like, how you cannot. Okay, in order to fix a problem, we have a problem in the Black community, right? Families are basically going extinct. Mm-hmm. Okay, complete families. All right. So there's got to be a problem somewhere, right? So through the years, we've been doing the show, we've been doing research, we've been talking to thousands of people and trying to figure out what this problem is so that we can fix it, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the problems that we found out was that it seems as though a lot of women will not vet the guys. They'll, get pregnant by a dude and then he might not be father material, okay? Because we already established there's scumbag guys in every race, right? Mm-hmm. But for some odd reason, they're targeted in our race. Mm-hmm. But so when they have that backwards, you're supposed to vet them first, see if he's father material, then have a baby with him. You know what I'm saying? But they tend to think that no, the guy should have been a good guy in the first place. So if you pick a scumbag guy, he's supposed to automatically turn into Cliff Huxtable for you. If you pick a Lil Wayne, he's supposed to turn in as soon as you get pregnant, he's supposed to turn. But the thing about that is that then when he doesn't turn out to be the Heathcliff Huxtable, they start to blame us as a whole.
Okay. If any women listen, I'm gonna give you a little bit of knowledge. You probably ain't gonna listen because otherwise, y'all females' intuition would have kicked in a long time ago. But men, believe it or not, we talk to women. We have to approach women. Yeah. So as much rejection as men get, I don't care if he's the richest or the whatever type of dude. Men, y'all women know y'all get approached by 50 million dudes every day per week or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And we've said it 50 million times. What are the odds of every last one of them dudes being the wrong one?
Exactly. That's a good point.
So through this trial and error, this is why some men, I can't say all, because a lot of men still have a problem with approaching women, but men know they adapt to their environment to be able to get some part of whatever it is that they're seeking. So approaching women, you had to 9 times out of 10, the first thing you do is, in today's society, you can approach a woman with the money first. And then if she downplay that, you approach her with the religion next. If she downplay that, she might be, a full-fledged, slut, or you just go full in.
I was say first is the drugs and alcohol, then the money.
No, you go with the money first. You go money first. Usually, that can get the majority of them, and then if that don't work, you just work your way down the line. But that comes from trial and error, and most women listen to other women and get caught up in the crying game, listening to other women on how men behave, as opposed to going to talk to your brother or your father or your whoever men that are in your life to understand how men behave, so they can avoid running into 21 Savage. They got tattoos on his face and stuff like that.
It's a knife.
Yeah, it's a knife. And then be disgusted when they figure out that he's not what we talked about, but his presentation is what you talk, you see it, it's there. I mean, you can't miss it. Yeah. It's just like me. If I see there's an abundance of half naked women that roam the streets, clubs and all, and what have you, it's like the strip club got flipped inside out. So it's like me approaching a woman, cleavage is popping out the top of a turtleneck, and she got on the tightest pants on earth, and I'm gonna expect for her to be some decent woman. And women have their own ideas about this, dressing whatever way, if you got it, flown it, and all of that stuff. But I'm gonna explain to you now. No man, when you give yourself to a man, you gave yourself to that man. So if you dress in a certain type of way, now you're giving yourself to everybody else. So in turn, you will turn around and be like, why he ain't treat me special? Why would I treat you special? And there ain't nothing for me to treat special, because you showing everything that's supposed to be mine to everybody else. So it's
right quick, man. I want to just name some enablers right now. I just want a quick opinion. Okay. First one, I think this is like the first famous one.
Okay.
Steve Harvey. And Steve Harvey's Strawberry Letter every morning. Do you notice that it is never ever the female's fault?
No, it ain't ever.
And it's always
called a dude a punk in a second.
It's
no
always
matter
the men's
if he
problem.
lost his house, he got to start his whole life over. He's still the punk because he should have did whatever.
Well, you know what? There are droves and droves of professional women or women in the workforce driving to work in the morning, and this is his demographic.
No, I get it, playing to the crowd.
Yeah, playing to the crowd.
Especially when your wife is who she is. I mean, because she ain't no songbird. So he can't exactly say a whole bunch of stuff. Otherwise, he ain't gonna be afforded the opportunity to be able to walk around with this nice looking lady or woman or thing or whatever she is.
Yeah, people don't know that she was in the game.
Yeah, full fledged, lady cocaine.
Yeah, she was. What was the story? She was married to a cocaine dealer. He went to jail.
They called her Lady Cocaine. He went to jail. She had his kid though. When he got locked up, she got his cousin, married him, and had his kid.
And then
At some point in time, Steve came up in there when the other dude got ready to get locked up. And she, I guess her and Steve had been messing around, or he was, tricking off a little cash or something. And
anyway, you can't keep up with these people. He like twice divorced, ain't he? Or whatever.
No,
he's divorced or something.
2 or 3 times, 4. No,
it's twice at least. But anyway, it's never ever the female's fault. There was one time where the female has slept with her husband's father, and I was just sitting up there anxious on the commercial break because I was like, how is he gonna turn this one around?
Mm-hmm.
And he did. He was like, them men know what they was doing. I was like, Steve, she opened up the gates. She opened up the chain link for this man.
Mm-hmm.
She could have been like, nah, baby, your daddy tried to blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
How you do this? And so, okay, let's go to the next one. Tyler Perry.
Lord Jesus.
Tyler Perry makes movies that depict the woman as a victim despite her actions and often portrays ridiculous and unrealistic consequences. And droves of women go to see his shows in order to get their delusion support. And delusion support is that everything in your life has gone bad because of other people. And what you need is other sources out there to support that delusion when really and truly the problem is you. But nobody will ever tell you that the emperor has no clothes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna go to Derek Jackson. I know you're not on Facebook too much, but this dude right here, oh my God, man.
Which one
fight on site? Dude, this black dude that be in the car. Anyway,
I think I know who you're talking about.
I think I sent y'all the link, but I saw somebody replied to him this week and was like, because he was like talking about the sex doll thing. There's this thing on the internet, like they saying that sex dolls don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do nothing.
Ain't supposed to.
Yeah, but they was like real life females don't do it either. So what's the difference?
And real life females don't do it either. And then the skits that I didn't see, where it'd be the female complaining about the doll being plastic, and then they go start talking about all these women getting butt injections and fake hair and lips and breasts and all that stuff. So what's the difference? But anyway, the purpose of that thing is exactly what its purpose is for. Don't nobody say nothing about the
Come Master 2000.
Yeah, attached to a sawzall. People forget, man. Women got some gadgets, Jack.
The gas powered.
Yeah, they got the gas powered
with the lawnmower code on it.
Ain't even no head attached to it because they ain't worried about that part.
But so this dude came out and he was like, man, I don't know why these women are worried about these sex dolls. They cost about $2,000. He was like, half y'all ain't got no job anyway, and half y'all black dudes paying child support, so y'all can't even afford to get it anyway. So what he was basically doing was downplaying black men in order to support the delusion of the black woman. So, and then I had the pleasure of long time ago when we first started, man. A lot of our detractors were from this website called Lipstick Alley. And I went and made an account there because they was talking about us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And what this website is a bunch of females, and they are like 3,000 times Inspector Gadget, man. These ladies, they will find out everything. They know who's sleeping with who in Atlanta and this and that.
I think everybody in Atlanta knows who's sleeping with who.
But they had some on Derek Jackson and found out that first Derek Jackson got famous for telling dudes, you need to man up and marry your baby mama, stop playing around and stop being scared of a strong black woman and stuff like that. But they found out that he has a child of his own and he didn't marry his baby mama, and I think he got another one, or he just had one with a white woman, so he just dates white women now. And that's a rumor. I haven't fact checked that all the way. I don't know. But he hasn't denied it. He hasn't come on there and say, no, I don't. I love you. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man.
but this dude, if you check him out, he's out there for money. All these delusion supporters, all these enablers are in it for money. They're in for their personal gain, but at the expense of these women. Now, enabler, a person who encourages or enables negative or destructive behavior. Okay, if I'm getting money and I'm enabling you to destroy yourself, is that not a problem?
Of course, it's a problem.
It's a big problem. But hold on, we had one of my friends posted the Derrick Jackson one and said this dude is a scam. And there was a bunch of women up there trying to defend him. We're like, yo, we're the men. We know game when we see game. We know BS when we see BS. This dude is BS. No, what you talking? Y'all just mad because y'all, and it's like, wow, how do you protect people that don't want to be protected like that?
You can't, because like the number one thing with getting women, you play to their emotion. They going through something in their life, so you can, once you find out what that is, you home free. So as much as the strength that they talk about and the superhuman woman power of intuition and all of this stuff, they still can't figure this part of it out.
Yeah, what is it? Is it that you keep getting tricked out of your draws?
But it's the same thing over and over again. So
what is yeah, it's either you getting tricked out of your draws or you targeting these type of guys.
Oh, they just want it.
Yeah, I think they're targeting these type of guys because, like you said earlier, there's no way you can date 7 scumbags in a row. That's just like not really.
Okay,
that must be your type.
Here, let's do it like this. Since there's so many people on Earth, and every man on Earth know in a month's time, let's say a low number. Let's say a woman gets approached by 10,000 men, which is probably way
low?
more. Yes, that's low.
What, in a lifetime?
No, a month.
10,000 women in a month.
10,000 men a month. Let's just say, because it's
what do you mean
more.
by approaching, man?
When a woman gets approached by 10,000 men a month.
10,000 men come up to a woman a month?
It's probably more. You got to think about it every day.
Go.
One of these dudes, I don't care if it's 10, 20, 30 or what. You mean those are bad odds that every last one of these men, something wrong with them.
Well, here's the thing, man. Even if it was just one guy a day, that's 365 men a year.
Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And this ain't the casino. The casino is set up for you to lose like that.
So all 365 men every year are bad.
Yeah, they all something wrong with them.
Something's wrong, but
the intuition wasn't working
fine.
At that time.
You're fine.
Yeah, the batteries just weren't working on the intuition.
Yeah. So the last enabler, was certainly not the least, the pro-blackers.
Oh my God.
Pro-blackers, they're beautiful black queens, could never do anything wrong. Even to the point where they were saying at one point that the black woman is God. Have you heard that? That was going around. They still believe that.
Okay, I mean that's cool and everything.
But here's the thing: if there is a problem, if we tell you that 80% of inmates, people in prison, come from broken homes, okay, so that means that there's a problem with the family in each one of those cases. So if you have an incomplete family and you're not doing anything, or you don't even think that's a problem. So why would you gloss over that? These pro-blackers, man, I don't know, I'm on the front lines every day. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear these dudes talking about we need to, and we need, because that's all they do, man. We need to, and they talk blah blah. We need to, and we used to be, and we did blah blah blah. And they just gloss over anything, any problem that we have within ourselves. And I think that's why we get a lot of flack, because we don't have no problem talking about the problems within ourselves. But a lot of people don't want to admit those problems.
Problems are problems, man. Everybody got them. I mean, you scared that 9 times out of 10, everybody in your neighborhood know your problem. So are you scared to say your problem? But the problem I got, I'm glad you said the pro-blacker thing, because since Black Panther is coming out, everybody been coming out with all this garb on. And look, Africa is a very big old continent. And every black person on this continent, or dark-skinned person that got it, whatever, they ain't all spear chucking, dressed in this. So stop. Everybody learn if you can find, because I've gotten this debate too, because you can only, as us black people, American black people, we can only trace our history back so far. The rest of it got taken away. We don't know where we from. So you can trace it back to as far as you can go, because half of the people out here, light skinned as I don't know what, talking about they from Africa somewhere and they from Iceland. Cool out. Just, before you even go into all of that whole thing, just and try to find out as best as possible where you are from. And don't be out here just off just some type of personal gain, some financial gain, or booty game, whichever the case may be. Because I see the kufi wearing dudes be getting women all the time, and I just laugh.
Well, I mean, it's a culture, man. I mean, it's like, like in high school, people look in the mirror and say, okay, I'm part of the jocks, I'm part of the cool people, I'm with the nerds, we with the emo, we with we the pro blackers, like Ice Cube and them on Higher Learning.
I was just about to say that. We was just thinking about that.
Get around smoking weed and
very
talk
good
about
example of what I'm talking about right now.
Right,
if you ain't never seen it, watch it.
Higher Learning, Ice Cube, Busta Rhymes, all of them, and Remy. So I mean, if we're just gonna look over our problems, they're never gonna get solved.
No.
Okay. So pro-blackers, you're actually hurting us by saying that there's nothing wrong, but we obviously know there's something wrong. Okay. If you look at the culture today and match it or compare it to the 50s, it's exactly the opposite. In the 50s, the black woman was the least likely to be single. Okay. It was 80% black women were married. Now it's the opposite. 80% black women are single.
When that welfare reform, they was like, we got what? We about to turn
that's
up.
a whole nother story, man. So I mean, that's a whole nother story. Look up Shahrazad Ali. All right. For anybody who doesn't know Shahrazad Ali, she said this like way back in the 80s. And everything she said came true.
Mm-hmm. A couple people say this. A couple white people say it too.
Yeah. I mean, there was some documentaries. I posted one, and I posted one the other day about a group of single moms, and they were asking them, this was like in like 79. You don't need a man? And they was like, no, we don't need a man. I ain't grow up with no man, and we made it. We all right. But y'all in the ghetto, though. You don't want better for your child? Yeah, we all right here. And then you ask the dude, they asked Scumbag Larry with the bag of Colt 45.
Okay.
He's like, they don't need us, man. But that's another story, man. Life 101. Actually, everybody is accountable for their actions. All right. Everything you do, it was your choice.
Yeah.
In order to make it through. Now, everybody, this is why I call it Life 101. Because everybody else knows this. And it's kind of embarrassing that we have to talk about this right now. Okay? Look, man, if you pull the trigger and kill somebody,
ain't got nothing to do with your dog died last week.
See, well, at first I was on my period, and then my mom called, and then the judge don't want to know that. Did you pull the trigger or not? Yes, okay, clink, you going to jail. All right? So, in order to fix any type of problem, say you get like a flat tire, do you throw the car away? You throw the whole car away.
I know a gang of people. If it's something broke, they go get a whole new.
Yeah, but if you want to fix that problem, what do? You fix the tire, right?
Yeah, I mean, super simple solution.
You don't blame the carburetor, do you?
Nah, two totally different areas.
Exactly. Why would you spread that blame, man?
So it ain't got to, I guess, so you ain't got to carry that weight.
Exactly. And it's okay. Listen, man, it is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to not be perfect. Okay. But the adult thing to do is to admit, yeah, I messed up. Okay. How do we fix it? How do we get over this? All right. We're at the point right now where they don't even admit that they messed up. They don't even admit that there's a problem. So how are we supposed to fix that?
I don't know. I'm thinking right now, my last two girlfriends, had any one of them ever apologized to me about something they did wrong, and I can't come up with it. I don't think they ever did it, even after the fact. And I usually get a phone call from my ex-girlfriend like, you know what, I made a mistake and that. So I'll probably be getting some phone calls soon about some of the stuff that they did wrong, but I don't remember ever getting too many apologies for super simple stuff. I mean,
it's kind of like too late for that. With us, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. But see, I learned in my life Yeah, as long as I learn and I'm not continuing the same piece of crap stuff over again, and just learn from my mistakes. Basically, everything all right.
Do you have a problem admitting when you messed up?
Nah, cause I ain't gonna. I mean, I'm not about to die if I say I'm sorry.
I
I
think
mean, I'm
right,
cool.
right, yeah. I mean, my thing is to if I spill the milk, I don't just wallow in the milk and try to blame it on everybody. I
Why
just
was you
glad
so close to me? Why I was pouring this milk?
I just clean it up. My bad. Apologize and clean it up. Give me a rag. Give me something. You know, people spill stuff all the time. B. You know what I'm saying? Just give them a thermometer. You know what I'm saying?
You tough, right?
But you know, you could be the greatest man ever to walk the earth. Okay. And see, because I hear a lot of these women talking about why don't y'all step up and be leaders? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you, take the black community from us and lead since they're now saying that they're the backbone of the black community?
So enslave them? I don't.
What do you mean?
In order to make somebody do, you have to forcefully do.
No. The thing is how life 101. This is how you're supposed to. I'm glad you said that, bro. This is how you're supposed to do it. For a lot of people that don't know, and a lot of people don't know because they didn't grow up in two-parent households. I noticed that there are two types of people: the Good Times people and the Cosby Show people. And these people relate to these different shows more or less.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to find somebody, all right, fall in love, right, get married, right, have a child, and then you raise the child together. Your child grows up, you grow old, and your child takes care of you, right? Buy a home, white picket fence, nice cars,
Vacations and
vacations. This is how life is supposed to be lived. A lot of people don't know this part of life. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with this part of life, so I know it like regular. But people who grew up, I don't know, in poverty or we all came from some rough point
yeah, and
in
I was
part of our
about to
life.
say, I hate the retarded people that so something wrong with me. Ain't nothing right. Look, it's good women out here, husband died somewhere, or good men out here, wife died somewhere because they're a single parent. Don't mean they piece of crap
Right,
people,
right.
or the area that they live in. Because like Good Times and the Cosby Show had the same message.
Yeah. Here's the thing with that, man, because, and I'm glad you said that, because people who grew up in a single parent home do not have a frame of reference of how a man and a woman live and work together inside of a household.
Mm-hmm.
The man's place, what he's supposed to do, and the woman's place, what she's supposed to do. Now you hear females all the time, man, I'm supposed to do this, supposed to do that, supposed to do that, supposed to do this. Yeah, okay, what is the woman supposed to do? If I be like, you supposed to cook for me, they got a problem with that.
Yeah.
I'm not your slave. Better get your mammy to fix you a sandwich or something. You know what I'm saying? So there's no frame of reference. So when you look at Good Times and you grew up, something happened to your father where he wasn't on, that you can relate to that more. And the Cosby Show looks like some fantasy stuff. Me, I grew up like the Cosby Show side of things. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at Good Time. I couldn't relate to it. I thought James. I was scared of James. You see that dude nose?
Everybody,
That dude got the meanest nose.
I grew up on 35th. I done been to Dunbar where they used to throw people down the stairwell, get stabbed with pencils. Simeon, people get drowning in the lagoon, or fight the vice lord from the other side of the. Everybody was scared. Everybody, if you was, I don't care where you from, you was supposed to been scared of your father, because that's the part. Your father gave you one lesson, and your mother. That's why you need both, so you can get the both parts, of the mother and the father, exactly. And then they'll be this mystical balance.
Yeah, I feel when I hear a lot of women talk about the type of man that they want, it's not the type of man that their father was, which is supposed to be an example of the type of man, because you don't know, as a female, you don't know the type of love from a man that you would get from your father. And I see that a lot of females spend the rest of their lives trying to get that love that they missed from their father back by any means necessary. Seeing a bunch of them in the strip club, but that's another show. It's called Daddy Issues. You know what I'm saying? And also, young men have to grasp and fill in the blanks anywhere they can about the tenets of manhood.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and if y'all ain't figured out gang banging yet, that's where that comes from. If you ain't figured it out,
Yes, the need to be a part of something, and you know,
and
that's manhood
that
right there.
man, that male influence.
Yeah.
When big homie come and talk to you, and you see he getting money and doing all this, that you'll gravitate toward him because he's this figure. It's a thing the dudes feel when it's that, and you will gravitate to that.
Right. Yeah. So you know, it's pretty obvious that family is the answer. Do you think what do you think our chances are of getting back there?
It ain't happening. It
It's
ain't gonna.
over, son.
It ain't gonna happen. I tell every dude I talk to, find you some type of peace wherever you can find it and stay there. I don't care if everybody and their uncle get mad at you, or you a sucker or whatever. Just find your peace and stay in it.
Well, yeah, I my advice and my solution is that if your dream is the American dream, to have a wife and kids, be a great father, be a great husband, and achieve things, keep your family happy, provide a safe environment for them, a good time, and grow old and prosperous, then you need to find someone who grew up in a complete family. Now, the bad part about that is that 80% of us nowadays are coming from broken homes. So that leaves a very few, roughly around
And say that
20%.
again so people be like, no, not all
Yeah, 80% was the
of
last.
us. Yes.
You know, of the single women, the 70% of single women, 80% of them have out of wedlock children. All right, and you can Google that. Please Google that. If we're wrong, please call us up at 708-223-8953 or become a guest on the show. Make sure you go to blackmenvent.com. All right, and visit us at Facebook TV. All right, just get that out of the way. All right, so you have to find someone. See, and Jigga, we have a friend named Jigga. His mom told us this back in the day. And you know, Jigga, they grew up in the rich part back there. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
she said you need to find somebody y'all need to find girls that's equally yoked.
My mother told me that. I was not paying attention.
We was like, nah, we not, we not about to be prejudiced just because they ain't come up, they not privileged like us. And we all, if the girl nice and she cool, no, you got to find somebody who grew up just like you, because a lot of people don't have a frame of reference of what you're talking about and your goals, and they're not going to respect it. Okay, a lot of people will entertain that because there's something in you that they benefit from, and they will stay right there, like rent. You know what I'm saying? So, I've only found that, and the thing about it, since it's not many of us that are coming from two-parent households, and have the concept of family and American dream, you're gonna have to broaden your horizons. Yeah, that means right. You're gonna have to interracially get out there. You know what I'm saying? Not barring out anybody, but I'm just saying, it's, if you want that, you're gonna have to get really lucky if you want that from black women of today. All right. I mean, because if you're a black woman today and you wanted to be married, you'll be married. Period. Point blank. Pick a dude already. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, your first question, and well, not first, but kind of like after where you stay at, should be, how's your relationship with your father? And that will tell you exactly what type of woman you're dealing with at that very point and moment. Because if it's a bad relationship, if she never knew her father, if she, I've seen some of them just be like, it's all right. Some of them I talked to him before. Some of them be like, oh yeah, my father cool. We go fishing all the time. That's the one. All right, start right there. Not saying that she's gonna automatically be the one, but she's gonna have some type of grounded reference of what a man should be, and the qualities in a man. Okay, because out here they're like, oh, it's swag tight. He dressed nice. Look at the wheels on his car. Has nothing to do with longevity of any type of relationship. Oh, he tall. He got money. He got his job. He got a degree. None of that has to do with anything of longevity, character, good father, good husband, nothing.
I laugh at that job stuff.
You can lose your job tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why are you building your foundation on something? I've heard so many relationships fall apart because dude lost his job, and the very fact that he's not making the money that he used to, things start to fall apart. Now they have to deal with his actual character. Before they could look over it because the dough was coming in. Now, oh man, he's a jerk. I don't like him.
Yeah.
And he ain't bringing in no money. He can't tell me what to do now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and we're gonna have to go through this. It's gonna take some time. Life 101 is gonna take some time. I had no idea that people were so far off as to, you know.
You remember when I told you a while ago?
Yeah.
Remember I told you? He was like, no. I was like, yes.
Yeah, like, you know, people are sitting up here, you know, trying to figure out how to get their man to do right. Like, why did you pick a man that doesn't know how to do right? Like, what was about him that you was like, this the man for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like if you trying to get him off the couch, if you trying to get him to, he's obviously not responsible. He obviously does not know anything about the dream. He does not understand what is supposed to be going on. He's here having fun at life at your expense, and you trying to figure out how to make him right. When there's thousands of dudes out here that's like, yo, man, I want me a good wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I had a good wife, this and that. Give me my Michelle Obama. Where's she at? And you sitting up here wasting time with the fixer-uppers? What is that about?
I don't know, man. Give me I just find something refreshing about being able to come home to a woman that's mine and that is free of infection. I just find something refreshing about that, you know, coming home to something that's mine, and you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I understand, and men, y'all need to understand there's an abundance of beautiful women, and women, y'all need to understand there's abundance of beautiful women, and you are not the only beautiful woman on the planet, and you do not have the best hoo-ha, because there's a bunch of other hoo-has that's better than, you know, just, and, you know.
Just be humble.
Yeah, just be humble.
Everybody just be humble.
And pay attention to whom it is that you're dealing with, and find the joy in that.
Exactly. You know, and a quick mention, Ashley W. on YouTube. Check her out. She has a video on there where she takes accountability. She said it can't just be the guys, it's some of us, you know. Make sure that you like us on BlackMenVentTV on Facebook. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at BlackMenVent. Make sure that you come to BlackMenVent.com, and also check out all the other dope shows here on intellectualradio.com, where we will feed your brain. You dig? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Can't wait to come back next week.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Wanda B. Sundays at 2. He said, she said. All right. And that's what's up. Peace.